season, like before it even started, we were talking, and you and Klesman were just saying you had a bad taste in your mouth from last year's NCAA tournament. How do you feel you guys are approaching this year, and how excited are you to create your own journey?
Yeah, I think the biggest things we learned from the run we made in the Big Ten tournament last year, just with our bodies and how it feels to make a little bit of a deeper run in that. So just using these days to help our bodies recover, learn from, we were a little banged up last year, a little tired going out there. So just trying to recover and get ready for the next tournament.
Just in that regard, what have you done differently this week? I know it's early in the week, but what have you done differently early this week versus last year getting them out?
Yeah, yesterday we really didn't do anything on the court. It was more all just about recovery with Coach Jim Snyder. He did a variety of different things with us. So yeah, just working with him yesterday, and then today was kind of more of a walkthrough. Not trying to bang our bodies up too much, and then tomorrow we'll get a little bit more into it and let it rip on Thursday.
Steve, how much of a challenge do you think it will be to overcome playing 4 games in 4 days on Sunday? And obviously it was out there that could have gone to Milwaukee, played on Friday, you got to play Thursday morning in Denver. Like, is that something you talk about as a team? Because you can't ignore the fact you don't play 4 games.
Yeah, I mean, like I just said earlier to her, we're trying to learn from what we did last year. There's really nothing we can do about it now. So just trying to get our bodies right, I think is the biggest thing. I keep saying it, but I think it is the biggest thing, just trying to get our bodies right at this time of the year. We've played enough basketball. I don't know how much more scout and how many more drills we can do. It's just about going out there and playing and getting healthy for sure.
Andrew?
Steve, did you stay up late at all this year watching any Grizzlies basketball? And if not, what have you learned about them in these last couple of days?
Yeah, no, I hadn't seen anything till today, till the coaches told us about them today. And obviously they're a good team. The 64 teams that are still playing are all good teams. So they're a little bit smaller, so they got a big guy, a couple guards, shooters. But we got film tonight, and I'm sure we'll dive a little deeper into them.
Just wondering, I know John played Colorado State for quite a while.
Yeah.
Has he given you any tips about dealing with the altitude yet? And what have y'all heard from Coach Snyder? I know.
Yeah, I mean, John, the guys I've asked, they said they can feel it when they're out there. They don't lie about it. So they said they can feel the altitude, and that's goes into what Coach Jim's helping us with yesterday, today, just different things he's giving us to help with that altitude and different stuff we're doing for that. And then, but when it comes down to it, it's all about playing basketball. They have to play in the altitude too. It's not just us. So I don't know how elevated Montana is, but it's both of us out there, and best team will win for sure.
How you doing, Steve? I know you said you haven't dived too deep into what they do, but you probably know that they're a pretty short team. The tallest guy I think is 6'8" or 6'9". Just generally, what is easy, what is hard about playing these really short teams?
Yeah, I mean, I think like we saw against some of the teams earlier this season, like UTRGV, they can give you trouble just with the different matchups they have out there, just the different movement, the shooters all over the floor. Like, I think in the Big Ten, you're specifically not used to guarding teams like that, so it's a little bit different for us. Teams that are used to guarding teams with 2 bigs or a true 4 and a true 5 man. So just throwing that different look that you haven't seen since maybe earlier this year can be a challenge, but I have faith in the coaches that will get us ready and we'll be prepared. So,
Steve, what do you think what are the biggest keys you have to do well to make it out of this first weekend and give yourselves a shot to continue with this tournament?
I think, like we've said all year, it's more about us than the team we're playing. That's not just against Montana, that's against anyone we're going to play in this tournament. And that's what we've been talking about this whole season. So I think it's just more about us, just executing our game plan. I keep going back to getting healthy, getting fresh. I think that's when we're at our best. And like I said earlier, there's only so many more drills, only so many more plays we can go through. It's just about going out there and playing now and knowing what we do.
Anything else from Steve?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.